Welcome one or welcome all. It's time to see how the r/EastEnders subreddit would do to make EastEnders better. Now, let's just set the scene. The r/EastEnders subreddit recently has been a very negative place, talking about how the show's fucking shit. Most people are saying how fucking hate the show, don't watch it, of course. The show's shit, don't watch it. Hate all these characters, pushing George too much. But Elaine, hate Cindy, hate Whitney, terrible character, terrible actress. It's currently a very negative place. And sometimes on Reddit, sometimes you just get the buttes. Alright, you just get the buttes. So a Reddit thread saying, how would you give Whitney a happy ending? Well, you just bring back Todd. And then that's the happy ending. And obviously we go, who the fuck is Todd? Like, who the... Oh, yep. Just a character who was there for 20 episodes in 2009. Yes, I see. Todd, Whitney's true love. Thank you for that very good take, Reddit. Thank you. Now, they're not enjoying the show currently, so we are put at odds with the Reddit. So, I personally... I wouldn't say anything really needs to change on EastEnders. There's stuff I'd like to see, but whether that's important to the show, don't think so. I'd like to see Penny more. I'd like to see Ian more. Do I think the show needs to be rewritten so it can focus on Ian and Penny? Or George and Phil's, like, fucking watching Fast and Furious together? You know.
My God. You just remind me, wouldn't that be a brilliant clip to recreate the Brian and Finn scene in Fast 7? I used to live my life a quarter mile. And he's Brian off. Fucking. I used to say I live my life a quarter mile. And then I met you.
But yeah, and let's see what people think, because there's been a lot of shitting on the show from them lately. So how would you fix it? It's easy to say something's been garbage, but it's harder to suggest a solution. So how would the Reddit fix EastEnders?
How would I change it now?
Yeah, sure. You first, mate.
I'd obviously, bring in a trans character. Got to bring in trans representation, so we can get another angry Reddit thread saying EastEnders bloody woke. Because
I'd bring in a character. I'd bring in a character who's more openly bisexual, to be honest, at this point in time. But yeah, sure, you have Sonia, but
he's bisexual when the schedule fits.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Imagine. Sorry, I'm imagining that or on a date with a woman. So, when are you free to go on a second date? On the first, I'm actually dating a man. On the second, I'm dating a woman. On the third, dating another man. On the fourth, I can fill you in for the fifth. For a quick fill-in. I can fill you in.
Yeah, no, I do. I'd bring in a trans character. I'd bring in a lot more representation in a sense. I'd probably, I would even, honestly, just if we're being self-indulgent, I'd bring in a character who's autistic but not diagnosed. And you see the struggles. Surprisingly known by the name of Smash. It's not like me, of course. Never like me.
Of course, I bring in a YouTuber to the show.
Oh, God.
Because I want to imagine Chris Clenshaw's humor. Because I like to imagine, we're thinking, it's going to be a sophisticated YouTuber like us. Sophisticated. Some idiot. No, it's going to be fucking Fred from 2008. Hi, fucking Fred here. How's it going? Like, fucking, that's what you get. You get fucking Fred.
Hey, it's Fred. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I looked at Fred now, the guy who played Fred. Fuck me, he's changed. He went from calling his father daddy to calling someone else his daddy. Fuck me. They're calling him daddy, I should say. Like, he had a glow up. But I'd also bring in some crashes, Get some CCTV fucking cameras in, The Queen Vic has no CCTV cameras. How is that possible? I know from a show perspective, you do not want to solve the crime easily. That's why we have true crime documentaries and shit. But come on, It's the 21st century. You can afford CCTV cameras. You can afford them. Like, how hard is it to pop up a little camera in the corner? Like, we're not asking you to film from the camera. Pop it up in the corner.
And this is why we're not entrusted with fixing EastEnders. Because it's usually just a bunch of us grumplies talking about things that only we care about, like Todd. Yeah. How is everyone finding EastEnders right now? Personally, I've stopped watching for the last weeks. Everything and everyone is so boring. Yeah, how are you supposed to know? You're not watching it. I think the show's shit. Not watching it, though. Whitney's wedding is the most entertaining thing I've seen so far. But what do you mean? Everybody hated the wedding, and Whitney, and the entire storyline. It's all terrible, of course. I honestly don't know what all of a sudden could make it interesting. A massive plot twist somewhere, a whodunit storyline, an old villain who isn't dead coming back. Have you been watching the show? You've just described shit that's just happened. Dean's just come back in October. Old villain coming back. Nish has just returned after not being seen for 3 months. A whodunit? How about who dies at Christmas? What about the plot twist? The plot twist is that Dean gets set up for the murder of Keanu. You've just said 3 things that you've just watched a fucking 5 months ago. Fuck's sake. Why do they always do it, Piggy? They always fucking expose themselves as being fucking idiots. How would you fix the show? I want another whodunit. Well, we're still doing a whodunit, though. Like, we're still in the aftermath of a whodunit. Yeah, well, this one's boring now. Why you don't want a whodunit then, is it? Because this is a whole part of it.
Yeah, it's like how, like, because obviously we're wrestling fans. It's like when we go to a fan of wrestling, and they're like, how would you change it? Well, I'd get rid of the world champion, and I'd actually put in, Midian. You know, he was a great wrestler from the 90s. No one knows who the fuck Midian is, but I loved him. And I was like, all right, mate, so you don't want Cody Rhodes, you want fucking Midian. All right, mate, calm down. For example, it'd be like someone going, I don't like George Knight at the center of the scene. The center of the scene should be Terry. And it's like, why? Why? Terry's been out of the show for years.
Yep.
So that's my example. It's just...
Oh, God, I was about to fucking sway my hair over. It's not there anymore.
I'll do it for you. There you go, look.
Yeah, sound.
It's just, you know, you go to an EastEnders, it's like going to a celebrity for fucking politics. Like,
yeah.
Rock, what's your thoughts on the war in Israel? So I have a new movie coming out, Fast and Furious 10.
Why are anybody going to Vin Diesel for actual, like, serious talk? It's like his entire gimmick is being a fucking bold action guy, but not really.
I should live my life a quarter of a mile. It's just fucking, all they need is family.
Well, there we are. I feel like we've set the scene. I feel like we've set it all up. How would somebody else fix it? We need to see more Ravi, Eve, Harvey, and Chelsea. Grow up. 4 great actors who have had next to nothing to do this year. At least that seems to be changing now. Cindy and Ian are also completely wasted. They're both capable of so much more. I feel like... I will say, I would like to see Cindy and Ian be explored a bit more. But I feel like the most people who are like, Cindy's not changed in 30 years. I feel like most people didn't watch Cindy 30 years ago.
Yeah, they did.
I feel like there's a subsection of people who are just like, fuck you. But I will say, they could definitely be doing a bit more. I do look forward to seeing whenever Ian actually gets a proper storyline to do. Ravi, sure, I guess. Eve, okay. Harvey, fucking, what's this, like 3 people with, like, full guns and, like, army, and then you have a fucking clown in the middle. What's Harvey doing here? What's he doing here? He's shit. He's garbage. He's okay. He's not a leading star of the show, is he? I want Shrimpy to have a main storyline. No, you don't. There's a reason he has one line every 7 months. He's not very interesting, is he? And Chelsea, sure, I'll take Chelsea. Chelsea's supposed to be having something big to do this year, but 5 months deep.
Yeah, it's just.
So that's how we fix the show, Piggy. Ravi, Eve, Harvey, and Chelsea.
Yeah,
we need more casual chemistry. Casual comedy. Me and my mum went back to watch 2008 not long ago. We were laughing pretty much from the start. Little comments here and there, some banter, people being realistically silly in small doses, etc. It cut up the tension and made for easier watching. But also that's real life. People are naturally funny sometimes, and at the moment we rarely have those moments. Shirley, Sean, Phil, Heather, Minty, Gary, Darren, Mickey, Denise, etc. Even Ronnie and Roxy, who I'd only remembered being miserable all the time, had witty one-liners like moments that made it feel real. There's only been a couple of things like Phil's "Don't Call Me Honey" for what feels like years. I mean,
can you do that? Can you do the characters again for me very quickly?
Shirley, Sean, Phil, Heather, Minty, Gary, Darren, Mickey, Denise.
We didn't write this character. It's always been torn and since the war's been burned. We didn't write.
Sean, Phil, Heather, Minty, Gary, Darren, Mickey, Denise, Roddy, Roxy, Emma,
I found recently at a baseball game. Do you know that the little orchestra, like the big piano?
Mm.
There was like something burning outside the stadium. So the guys just started like, we didn't start the fire.
What do you look? I can point to one thing. Yes, like in yesterday's episode, what I was joking about is Phil and yesterday, as of Monday 27th, Phil and George, because George is still staying at Phil's, and obviously they're living like the most bachelor shit ever. Their biggest decision that night is figuring out which Fast and Furious they're gonna watch. And it's fucking great. Absolutely hilarious shit. Amazing stuff. And I don't know. But like I still think it's been funny. There's been some of the funniest shit like in the last year. Like Kim's exit, fucking gold. That scene where Kim is dancing with the fake Kim, and then how he does his little dance where they're both like cackling and laughing and jumping around. How he's looking on like, oh, fucking gold. There's a lot of funny shit in EastEnders. I can't lie, lads. I get that obviously if you're not enjoying that show, you're not going to enjoy the comedy. But to say they're not writing comedy at this current point in time, like, how do you reckon the fucking wedding shot was supposed to be seen? Where fucking Lauren smashes, Whitney smashes Lauren in the face with a bouquet, and then it's like a fucking fight video, like, oh! It's fucking, as it cuts to Chelsea, like, it's not that the comedy's shit. It's that you're not enjoying it. It's that you aren't enjoying it, and that's fine. Like last week or two, when Reese fucking sits down with a glass of milk in his PJs as Junior and Bianca are about to shag, and he's just like, whoa, shit. It's gold. It's great stuff. I've been laughing a lot lately. And obviously the Don't Call Me Honey, which is perfect.
Don't forget.
What about Sharon titillating her vaccinator? How about that?
Don't forget about Alfie Moon hitting Big No with a fucking
back. Exactly. Like, it's not depressing. It is funny. You're just not enjoying the show. That's the whole point.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like so let's just take your father, for example. Let's say he watched a movie that came out 20, 30 years ago. The Italian Job, the original one.
Classic.
The original, not the reboot. And then you watch then you go, Father, I watched the 2003 one. Sit down with me and we'll watch it together. And then he's just like, No.
Not
This
how they
didn't.
did it in the 90s, one son.
No, this is fucking wrong. So you see that character there, he fucking butchered it. He's not supposed to swerve to the right. He's supposed to swerve to the left. He fucking wronged it. And I said,
Two
calm
halves
down.
this time. Two halves this time. There we go.
It's that kind of thing. No, the comedy's not good. The comedy's not good. No.
See, 2008, the comedy's great. It's like, yeah, but you like 2008 because you're not having to see 2008 every week. Like, you can pick up 2008 when you want. It's a moment in time. But yeah, let's see. Let's once again. Let's see how people fix it. EastEnders, they need people to fix the show. It's in such a bad way. How are we gonna fix it? Instead of a whodunit, a mystery Good Samaritan. Big Mo was rescued from a mugging by a person unknown. Money was given to Bernadette in a post in an unmarked letter. She thinks it's Karen. Reese's financial actions are revealed in a private message to Sonia by an unknown number. Phil gets a phone call from Louise and Peggy. Meanwhile, an unknown figure gets footage of George and Cindy in a tryst and sends the video to Ian and Elaine. Storyline goes on for 6 months until the mystery helper is revealed to all at Christmas. Who is the mystery Good Samaritan? What do you reckon, mate?
Ben Mitchell.
Tiffany Butcher. Why? Where's she getting money from? She's skint.
Yeah.
Why is she returning by herself? Without her husband. Or her family.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was probably a bit more of a jokey one, but like I said, we need to fix the show. It's a strange one as it's not bad, but on the side of dull. Just say that you don't like Whitney. That's all you need to say, lads. Say you don't like Whitney. Don't like George. Done. I want more of the Six storyline. Nish came back, so hopefully there's more to the storyline. There is. For fuck's sake. It's not over. I love Eve, Sookie, Nish, and Stacey and the rest of the Slater family. I really don't care about the Knights. That story has run its course. It was good, but let's focus on the Six. I feel it's been forgotten. Denise spent weeks in a hospital for mental health. Nish disappeared. Now he's back, so I hopefully found out more about this. I'm glad the Whitney storyline is over. Felix needs a storyline as well. It's just someone's entire stream of consciousness. And look, just because I'm mocking it doesn't mean it's all garbage. Some of this stuff I do agree with. Like, I've got my opinions. It's not been forgotten though. It's just given some time to breathe. Because when there's too much of the Six, people complain that it's just about the Six. And the people who don't like the Six complain that the show's become too samey. And we don't like the Six, we don't want to see the Six. Okay, we're not showing the Six. Where's the Six? Bring them back. You can't win. Where is Shirley? I wish she'd come back. Matt should come back. Agreed to both of them. Better rotation of the cast/storylines. Some characters dominate for 2 to 3 weeks, then they ever completely disappear for a month. Means storylines are very stop-start. I won't use the Panasars because they've been out for family circumstances. We've hardly seen Denise, Jack, or Stacey since the Jack and Stacey affair came out. That was only like a couple months ago. Like, we've not seen Jay since the Nadine reveal. Peter's hardly been on screen the past few months. It feels like he's been in every episode last week as they push him and Lauren back together. Except for the Ollie Alexander episode. Johnny hasn't been around since Dean was arrested. I mean, the way I see it, lads, is you have to... Yeah, sure, you have to rotate the cast a decent chunk. And they may not like have a constant like run of things. But also, we have just come off the... I know it's like 5 months into the year. But you can't just have everybody take a month off after Christmas. You have to slowly shuffle it out. And you have to prioritize different storylines. Like, just because you want Phil all year round, you're not going to get that. Phil, the actor, leaves for a little bit to do panto and shit. And any character who was heavily involved in Christmas, like a lot of the characters we've been mentioning, they're also probably going to want a bit of a fucking break because they were fucking hectically having to do everything at Christmas. Just, yeah, there we are. Fucking hell. I'll do one or two more. I'll do one or two more, and then we can all have a collective sigh of relief. And then make the judgment if these storylines are gonna fix EastEnders. I'm feeling the same. I haven't stopped watching since the bin storyline. That I assume that is the 6th storyline. I would have to imagine. Fantastic name, by the way. The bins.
The bit.
The bins.
The bins.
Yeah, I think it has to be the 6th. That's what. See, usually when you make a nickname for something, it's supposed to make sense as to what it is about.
It's supposed to be funny.
And funny. I'm sick to death of the Knights. I don't care about them nor Linda. I'm also not bothered Whitney has gone. I want Lauren to go back where she came from, but I could go on, but we'll try to not complain too much. As you can tell, I'm not enjoying the characters a lot right now. At least they're honest.
Yeah, at least they're honest, but shut the fuck up.
That's not even the worst. There's more. There's more. I stopped watching recently. Haven't seen it since Dean was setting up Jean as the person who was switching Jade's meds. 2023 was a good year for the soap. I think the quality has gotten worse in 2024. I mean, how would you know? You've just stopped watching it. Stop it from becoming the George Knight show for a start. We've been bombarded with his storyline since he came onto the show. What, you mean how he was there for the first month and then we didn't see him till January? A good character, yeah, but far too much screen time. More focus on Nish. It's exactly what you're doing. Stop doing George Knight. Let's do Nish instead. Let's have Nish become the main character. Fucking come on. Someone says George is in danger of becoming another Mick Carter. Why? They're different characters. They're not the same character whatsoever. This narrative is fucking garbage. He's not becoming Mick Carter. He's George Knight. What stuff has George Knight experienced that Mick Carter did? I really hope this narrative fucks off because it is just untrue. He's not becoming the new Mick. He's just actually getting the storylines that everybody... Since the entrance of George, everybody went, man, I want George to do more stuff. It felt like he was just started in there and then he didn't do anything. Like, he's really underdeveloped. And then they suddenly start doing storylines with him. But now it's too many storylines. He's not dominated the show. Like...
Fuck me. What do you want, lads? Like, at this point, I feel like pulling out a shotgun.
Alright, fucking calm down, you. Fucking... It's not that bad. You're just sitting here hearing it. I'm having to read it. You're acting like you're fucking discovering this. It's all coming through me. You've just got to sit here and say nothing for 20 minutes. You should be content, you little bastard. This is my battle. But I will just say, let's just end the fucking... Stop comparing George Knight to Mick Carter. They are good men who struggle with their emotions, yes. But it's not just fucking... What similarities do they have? Go on, what similarities do Mick and George have, Piggy?
One's white, one's black.
I said similarities.
They both work in a pub.
That's the fucking point. There aren't that many. They are a good man who's struggling and doesn't know how to talk to people. Which, let's be honest, not a very fucking novel storyline. There's a whole generation of men who don't fucking talk about their feelings. You wanna know why? Because suicide's the biggest fucking killer of, like, middle-aged men. Like 40 and above. Because there's not been that they've never learned how to talk about their feelings. Is that it? Is that why? Is it just because he's a fucking pub owner in the Queen Vic? Is that why? Makes no sense. It doesn't. It's just you can't do subtlety because everybody decides that it's boring because it's not fucking loud enough. But you make a big loud statement and then you get bored because it's too fucking loud and you should just shut the fuck up. Like, what can you do? So how would Reddit fix EastEnders? Reddit would fix EastEnders by taking out everything they don't like, which is everything. Get ready for your EastEnders starring Ravi, Chelsea, Harvey, Eve. None of the 6 because the 6 are garbage and played out. We need a new whodunit because the whodunit that we're currently doing is boring. we need to get rid of the knights already. Who cares about trying to establish them as a big family? That's not important. We're just fucking sick of them already. Because George at the start, he had no storylines. Now he has too many storylines. The Knight family's over. It's all a mess. Fucking come on, man. Have some fucking decorum.
It's like ordering a burger, but you take everything out of the burger. What's the point? Just enjoy the fucking burger.
Like, you're allowed to dislike the burger. It's perfectly fine. We all have different takes. We have different opinions. But, like, it's just, from what we've read here, none of you are competent enough to fucking fix the show. So get off your fucking high horse. Stop believing that it would be better if it was how you liked it. Because it fucking just wouldn't be, lads. Just fucking wouldn't be. We all have our own preferences. And that's fine. But have some fucking perspective. And appreciate what we have whilst it's still here. Because for now it might be the great fucking Chris Crenshaw golden era. We can always go back to the Grey Atkins period of EastEnders. We can always go back to Alfie 2018. Just when it is as bad as you guys are actually saying that it is. But yeah, there we are. How would Reddit fix EastEnders? The answer is they fucking wouldn't. It would be garbage. It would be terrible. And how would you fix EastEnders? You know, we trust your opinion more than the EastEnders subreddit, so tell us. And tell us by joining the Reddit, or on the TikTok, or the Clips channel. Thank you for watching the video. A bit of a ranty one. Oh, alright, I have to close it. I can't take anymore. Thank you for watching the video. Join us in the next one. See ya then. Bye-bye.